Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jules, and I'm so excited to have you here today. There are two types of people in this world. There are those who make progress and those who make excuses. And every single day, whether you realize it or not, you're choosing who you're becoming. I've lived both versions. I've been the person who said, I'll do it tomorrow, the person who told themselves they weren't ready, who waited for the perfect moment that never came. But I've also been the one who said, enough, who looked in the mirror and decided that no matter what it took, I would move forward. Let me tell you something I've learned the hard way. Your excuses, they may sound valid, but they will never carry you to your potential. You can decorate them, you can defend them, you can even justify them to everybody around you. But in the end, they are the rope tying you to a life that you were never meant to live. And the wild thing is that most of your excuses were probably inherited, passed down from teachers who didn't believe in you, or parents who were afraid, or friends who settled. The world trains us to doubt ourselves. And then they tell us that that's wisdom. But that's not wisdom, that's conditioning. You were conditioned to shrink. And if you're hearing this right now, it's because something inside of you is waking up. The voice, the one that whispers, there's more for you. It's not lying, but you can't get to more by staying in the same place. You've got to confront what's keeping you still. And honestly, 90% of the time, it isn't the world holding you back. It's you. It's the story that you keep repeating. So I want to ask you something. What if every excuse you've made up until now was nothing more than a false limit? What if the barriers you've accepted were never real? They were just invisible fences built by fear. See, excuses don't always show up as loud declarations. They show up in whispers. I'm tired, I'm too busy, it's not the right time. They're sneaky. They wear the mask of reason, and the more you believe them, the more they become the truth, your truth. But the reality is that without action is wasted power. Look around at the people that you admire. The ones who've built something, who've broken through, they're the ones that have taken action, that have not let fear stop them, and the ones that don't make excuses. You think they didn't have a reason to quit? Every champion, every leader, every person who's ever created greatness, at some point, they were exactly where you are. The only difference is that, they stopped negotiating with their limitations because you can dream and dreaming is free, but when you take action, that requires effort. That hustle is going to cost you. It's going to cost you your excuses. It's going to cost you your comfort. It's going to cost you the version of yourself that's afraid. And yes, it's going to cost some sleep at times and some security, and maybe even some relationships. But honestly, on the other side of that sacrifice is freedom, it's power, it's self-respect, is that accomplishment of your dreams. One of the most powerful things that you can ever do is keep a promise to yourself. Not because someone's watching, but because you said that you would. And when you string together enough of those promises, something inside you shifts. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance. You start seeing yourself as someone who builds circumstances. And once you taste that power, there's no going back. So let me be clear about this. This doesn't mean pretending everything's okay. It doesn't mean denying your pain or faking motivation. It means that you look at the chaos, at the pressure, at the fear, and you show up anyway. You do what needs to be done, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard, I would say. So stop waiting for the motivation to hit. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. If you want energy, move your body. If you want clarity, take the next step. You want results, get uncomfortable. That's where the growth actually happens. You don't need a massive plan. You don't you don't need everything to be perfect. You need to do what you can with what you have. So start with one thing. Clean your space. Read the page, make the call, hit the gym, open the laptop. That small win, that's momentum. That's you telling yourself, we are doing this. Every time you act in spite of fear, your excuses lose power. They get smaller, weaker, and your confidence grows stronger. The problem isn't that you lack potential, because you have massive potential. It's that you've never seen what happens when you go all in. Most people have only experienced what it's like to go halfway, to kind of try, to dabble, and then they wonder why nothing changes. But if you ever gave your full self, your full heart, your full energy, your full effort to a mission for just 90 days, you would be shocked at who you would become. You'd see that you were never broken, just distracted, never weak, just disconnected, never too late, just too full of excuses. And some of you are holding on to excuses because they're all you've known. They've protected you from risk. They've given you a reason to play it safe. But safe doesn't fulfill you. Growth fulfills you. Risk does. Expansion does. Doing the hard things does. You think the pain of failure is hard? Wait till you experience the pain of regret. That slow burn of knowing you could have done more, but you didn't. That's what eats people alive, not failure. It's the silence of unrealized greatness. The good news is that no matter how long you've lived inside your excuses, the moment you decide to let them go, you will be free. You will be able to move forward. That shift happens the moment you say, I take full responsibility. That's the birthplace of all power. So if you're tired of watching other people build lives while you sit on the sidelines, good. Let that fire wake you up. If you've been hiding behind fear, behind perfectionism, behind I don't feel ready, rip that mask off. You've wasted enough time. And if you've been waiting for a sign, this is your sign. You are not your past. You are not your setbacks. You are not your circumstances. You are the one who gets to decide what happens next. You want to build a life that feels like freedom, like impact, like purpose? Then you have to show up every day as if you believe that you can. You have to move like it's already yours. You have to walk like someone who's done making excuses and is now too busy building something. Because no one's coming to save you. The door is locked from the inside. You have to open it. You have to decide. And once you do, you'll realize the only thing that was ever in your way was you. Now is the time. Not later, not someday, not tomorrow, now. So stop making excuses. Burn the old story. Step into the next chapter like you mean it, because this time it's different. You are going to make a change. You are going to do what you say you're going to do. You're not hoping, you're actually deciding. I hope that you found this video valuable. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button and share with those that matter most to you. Thanks for watching.